Finally, we'll cut the chit chat here and we'll get into the game on your screen. So here we are then. The round of 16 starts right here, right now, and these odds do not favour Budapest 5 at all in the slightest. So here we are then.
Understatement.
Yeah, understatement to say the least. And here we are, kicking it off. Budapest 5 start on their CT side, Blink on the T side. No utility on either side, which is just a plain deathmatch right now.
Yeah, pretty much. I do like the assignments of Budapest 5 though, although maybe one more member over to the B side would be better. It's so hard to retake, but the connector push is there. Scenery gets the better of Fliav, and Synopsy follows up quickly. Insert, it's at least a sub that gets at least a consolation kill, but I mean Blink, they are wasting no time at all.
They had no time to think there, really. Budapest 5 certainly didn't. That's them all dead to rights. So really good start. GX as well with 2 kills to his name. Juan Flancho, the only one not contributing, rather. But they are gonna buy up with the SMGs. Only one on Juan Flancho. Scenario on the Galileo, but everyone else has got an AK. But you look on the Budapest 5 side, they've got weapons to deal with as well. Armor 2. They've got the Eagles and a double push towards underpass. And GX, he's going to have to check this one, and they are going to hear this now. Swings out, MP9 good for 1. It's Scenery has got to pick up the pieces and does so with the first and the second, but he's low HP. Aaron left alone on the B bomb site. Deagle's got a C, but the MAC-10 does one better. Bit of a messy spray, finally contributes to Juan Flatro. And Regon's got a bit of an issue in the terms of Fleeve. Well, he's dead. So insert. The last one alive, Deagle armor. What else can you do?
I mean, hit the heads, that's the only thing that Insert can hope for right now. But yeah, not able to do so. And Blink only drop 1 in the process, but find a clean round. And I mean, you kind of expect them, right? If Blink, a team like this, wins a pistol, on paper, definitely the best team, they have to convert it into that second round win as well. Budapest 5, they only got 1 frag out of that pistol round. Definitely not looking great for them. Not a lot of damage done, not a lot of econ saved up out of that. And now they're forced into a full econ. Only a deagle on Aaron, but they haven't been able to find a headshot so far. And Blink, they know this, so they just barge into sight, but that's a bit overzealous. Finally, retraits are there, and Blink, they managed to at least pull themselves back in an advantageous position, as Synopsy is trying to extend that.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing from Budapest 5, actually, never mind, from Blink rather. These first 2 rounds have been really explosive. If Blink are going to play this playstyle throughout the whole map, Budapest 5 need to adapt fast. They need to start throwing out Molotovs early on in the round to stop this Blink explosion. I mean, we've got some fantastic aimers on this side. We've got Regan, Synopsy, they're all, you know, Synopsy's synonymous, with his flashy playstyle. So Budapest 5, they've got to, in the next round where we see them come out with the guns, they have got to start to bring their utility on their A game pretty much. Throw down these mollies, get these smokes out early, just get the damage dealing util out first, pretty much. Get your nades out, slow them down, just do a bit of unconfirmed damage. But Budapest 5, they're starting on the back foot, 3-0 down.
Yeah, Budapest 5, they're finally sitting on money now. Fliav even managed to save an AK. So it's looking quite good for them in terms of money-wise. What's also looking quite good in terms of money is if you head over to teb.gg/bet100, you can use the code Malta21 to get up to a €100 deposit bonus. And, I mean, that's essentially just free money, right?
I've missed your segues. No, I've missed them. It's been a week or so since I've had them, and I need them back in my life. Colour's got the fast boost over towards B-Apps. Synopsy's just slipped by, so he's not going to see anything just for now. And Flee with the AWP catches Rogon on another side of the map. So that's mid-control. Oh, never mind. Well, Fletcher is up connector. All right, then. He's got a smoke out to deny jungle position. You've got Flee who might want to sneak past this. But the M4 is even better. MSN, good for 1 in the kill feed. And Synopsy, the trigger discipline, not there. Only spots 1. The second, not quite there. The adjustment on the spray, fair enough. Doesn't get it. That AWP shot misses, however. That could be crucial, but the bomb's dropped out in the open. It's GX left in a 1v3. Has to play around Edward, but Colour gets it. Okay, Budapest 5. That's what we were talking about. The util needs to come out thick and fast, and it does so. It denies a lot of Blink position.
And more interestingly enough, even, they went for the double AWP setup. and they manage to deny any form of mid control. They do leave B a little bit open by placing 2 members forward into that cat position. Could be very dangerous for them if Synopsy actually managed to find both of them. But like you said, the trigger discipline isn't there. He only spots out one, really, gets traded back, and that prevents all the entry that they had. The chance that Blink had there, it was just overdone and dusted for them there, especially with Color dropping that bomb out in the middle of the side. The rotations coming in fast from Budapest 5. And I think you pointed this out already. Blink, they're very aggressive, they're very explosive. They want to burst into these sites, they want to overrun you. This can be very hard for a team like Budapest 5, and the only real thing that can really counter this well is utilizing those Molotovs and smokes to keep them at bay as long as you can to disrupt that engage and that setup from
That's
Blink.
nice.
But they're not doing it.
Yeah, I think it could also be somewhat intimidating as well. If you're on the side of Budapest 5 and you're starting to lose these entries early because players are just right in front of your face, you got to think, well, what on earth do we do? How do we slow this one down? Because as soon as we get to a site, they're going to be in our faces, and it just shows from Flatro. He's all the way up towards Palace already, you know, and they're starting to peak one by one. That's a free kill in terms of how GX thinks about it. So insert, he's thinking, where on earth his teammates are gone? 1v5, M4, no util, and I think he might be dead to rights by the scope if GX turns around quick enough.
Oh, well, scrap that.
I'll eat my words. Now they've got to save this up. They have to save this one. This is the only real saving grace that they have coming into the next round if you're on the side of Budapest 5, but they're not going to want to let him save. Blink. Boys to take that fourth.
Oh, no, you cannot miss that.
Oh, 360! Someone signed him to a different organisation. We won't mention. Other organisations are available.
Back to Call of Duty we go.
Yep.
But unlucky for Insert, unable to hang on to that AWP. And yeah, like you said, they kind of have to save that AWP going into the next round, because look at the money. But the PS5, they don't have that economy state to really get that AWP, and they realize it. They need this AWP. They need to slow down this squad of Blink even more.
Yep. They have the 2.9k loss bonus as well. They can just afford to save this one.
Yeah.
Felipe's going to have enough money to buy an AWP next round. So, Budapest 5 just taking the smart decision to eco this one. Blink likely to get their 5th. But you never know what can happen with these Deagles. Sometimes if you peek them one by one, it can go out of hand. It can go crazy pretty fast. But so far, Blink, you know, that explosive playstyle, they're just slowing it down right now. And I think that's one thing that can make Blink so scary, is that all of a sudden, they can just slow these rounds down when they want to, because they have the pace control right now, and they do it early on. Bit of trade. It's good. Mollied out from default are one of the CTs, and it's just trades hand in hand. So a 2v2, thought about this could get scary. Well, the Eagles are, and Colour, oh, he's hit in one Flatro, a laboured spray, but he falls to it. So now GX has got to come clutch in the 1v2, picks up the bomb, drops down, but the Eagles trade. I said Blink were poised to take their 5th, but Budapest 5 answer back.
Yeah, in beautiful fashion. So, and I mean, if you're on this Deagle round, any 1-for-1 trade is worth, right? And they are so well positioned on the side of Budapest 5. Blink, they slowed down a bit, and this gave so much room for Budapest 5 to set up these double trades, right? They always had someone in the back to trade back whenever Blink tried to aggress, when Blink tried to get something done and find these picks. And that brought Budapest 5 into a 2v2 situation. They get the better of the first one, and again, they get the better of Synopsy this time around. Budapest 5, they're looking strong now.
Good nade damage as well onto Snary, and he's down even further by the Molotov. Think does nothing apart from making MSN scared a little bit. Juan Fletcher manages to answer back, however, onto that low HP player. But it still doesn't matter, because the scope's in hand, it's holding the angle, and Juan Fletcher has got it all to do now. He's got to get the ace clutch in order to win this one out. Jumps on top of Van, spots nothing quite yet. In Budapest 5, and this double little setup, they don't want to overpeak. They don't want to try and search for that info, because it could mean a headshot straight on them. Jumps down silently, however, so they still have no info on where he is, apart from now, when they swing out double together, but it's just 1v1 isolated fights right now. The AWP finally slows this one down. That got scary for a second, but Budapest 5, they take their 3rd.
Yeah, that could have been quite dangerous by Synopsy. give all the room to Synopsy to find these isolated fights. And if you're 3 people on the side, in a 3v1 situation, why would you ever risk those isolated fights? Just move together as a unit, just make sure that you don't line up for the AK, and that's literally all you have to do to get the most previous round to your name ever. Instead, Budapest 5, at least the AWP gets them out of that sticky situation, because it could have been really sticky for them if they continue to give those isolated fights. Blink, aggressive into Con, but insert with the M4, an easy anti-eco for him.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that we don't want to force suit to right now is, you know, a game seems close at the start. Oh, this could be a bomb plan here. Yeah, never mind. So they get that extra bit of cash. That's pretty cool, actually. Well played by Blink there. But my point was, you see games get like 4-4 to both teams at the start, and then it just sort of like spirals out of hand for that team that we didn't expect to win. Yeah, it might become this situation. Budapest 5, they've slowed Blink down at the moment. But Blink, I think what makes them the better team, really, is that they have the ability to be able to adapt fast. They have the players who have experience. I mean, the ults are coming down on the side of Budapest 5. You know, if they keep in this trend, it will go down in favor of them as well. So, Blink, they need to answer back. They need to sort of gain this momentum back in order to bring themselves into this one.
Yeah, look at the buy of Blink. GXX, he is now on that AWP.
Yeah, that bomb plan did them well.
Now. That bomb plan did them really well. And this is where they can take back that lead again. Budapest 5, they have to continue slowing Blink down. If they can use that utility properly right now and just slow Blink down, then they could definitely be in the lead for the first time around.
They're trying to split. They're trying to split. Synopsy is this part of the puzzle that they need to succeed, where you can't lose him behind the back of the sofa. Aaron's behind the smoke. Ooh. This bit of util for Synopsy here is vital, but they're just starting to miss each other. And now through the grey screen, he fades. Synopsy somehow wins the unfavourable fight, and the AWP is caught off guard, but not for long. 2 in the kill feed for the CTs, and Insert has to run away with his life. This scope is still doing magic, but a 2v2. The CTs are nowhere near this A bomb site right now. The bomb should be able to go down without contention, but it's still over towards ramp. They have no position to try and get this bomb on the side of Blink, so they need to take these 1v1s. They need these isolated duels, and they need to wait for Rogan to come through CT. And they spot out one. That's a nice headshot onto MSN, but a 1v1 AWP duel to try and slow this rotate down from the T side player of Regon. It's not to be. The one tap to the side of the head, Blink. They gain momentum back.
Yeah, I mean, I like the patience from GXX there to just wait for that rotate from Regon to come around. You know that they're just too fixated with that AWP from stairs onto that bomb site. They're not really gonna expect Regon to rotate around this quick to window. And they can just play it safe, no need to take risk. And Blink, they know this. And this is honestly one of the biggest differences you see between these tier 3 and tier 2 teams. When the higher ranks they go, they realize how to play out these situations a lot better. They're willing to take the time, they're willing to take the patience.
Well, there's no patience here, is there? and they're falling into a meat grinder here on the side of Blink. It's only 2 players to try and recover the situation. They're stuck in car. Color's got the scope. It's going to be... Oh, sorry, he's going to miss the cross due to the grey screen. So Juan Flatcher here, on bench, unnoted for now. Regon. He's lucky to be alive, quite frankly. And Budapest 5, they want to keep this double ult set up. You can see on their economy. You know, they've cost a lot here to try and get this double ult set up out. And whether they keep them is a different matter, because at the moment, Budapest 5 are looking a bit frisky. They're looking shaky. Practically a 2v4. Oh, the nade's gone. Oh, never mind, I didn't even catch that. Can't Flatcher then. He can't do anything in the 2v1. So Budapest 5, they retrieve the double ult setup as well. That's crucial.
Yeah, they at least hang on to those AWPs, because they definitely did not have enough to buy another one. And they are forcing this double AWP setup time and time again. So this just tells us they really want to go for this double AWP setup. And I mean, Blink, rightfully so, they're calling this timeout. I feel like Blink have underestimated Budapest 5 at this point. I feel like they thought this game was going to be a walk in the park, just a little breeze for them, and that they could just blow into Budapest 5 and just run over them. And we've seen them do this in the earlier couple of rounds, so I don't think it's unfair of them to think so. But Budapest 5, they finally come alive in this series. They cracked a little bit of the code already of Blink, which is this early aggression. We've seen the utility come out from them to slow them down, and we've seen them stack heavily towards this B side already as well. And I like this from Budapest 5, right? You can give over A, but you really cannot give over that B bomb site. It is so hard to retake. You have to deny a bomb plant at all costs on that B bomb site. A, it's easier to retake. If anything, if you have to give over a site, let it be A, right?
Yep. And you can see Blink have adjusted towards A. But Budapest, they have advanced position. Here comes the Palace pop. And here comes the shooting gallery, maybe, for Aaron. This insert to try and clear them up. And he does so. Oh, that's nice. That's clean. That's played towards Sandwich. Well,
wait, insert.
An ace.
He got an ace.
Yeah, fair enough. Eco ace. Bring that confidence up, baby. But no, that's nice from Budapest 5. They're showing the ball's in their court, quite frankly. It really is.
For sure.
They are just sort of overwhelming Blink here with how many people are on each site that they go to. And it is a really good read on the side of Budapest 5 as well.
Yeah. I think Budapest 5, they figured out Blink a lot better than Blink would have expected. And this all comes out of the back of course, there's a lot of demos available from Blink. Budapest 5, they're really comfortable on this map. And Mirage, Inferno, Dust 2, the 3 maps we have, it's the core of CSGO. Everyone knows these maps. The default is known by everyone as well. There's only one-off strategies that you can really use to catch people off by surprise, but it has to fit your playstyle.
Yep, Color's in danger here, and rightly so. He's in no man's land as far as he's concerned, but Insert trades it back and caught off guard is Conflatro. This is not what you'd expect from Blink here. They are sort of going in one by one at this point, trying to take position that really Budapest don't want to give them access to, but that's even better. So Aaron, he oversteps the mark this time. So a 3v3, HP on Synopsy is not that good.
No, it's not looking too great for the side of Blink.
Fleef has him.
But they still have a chance, because that B bomb site, it's only MSN there.
Synopsy, dead to rides. So he wasn't expecting that angle to be available to the CTs. And that just causes Blink to charge through. Molotov drops below second window, and GX starts one off right. MP9, back at the site. Oh, this guy's too good with the scope. He might even be up for a third here. But it's Insert in a 1v2. What Flatro couldn't do, maybe Insert can do one better. Oh, and he does so as well. Holds the line. Scenario just red to rights. Wow. Budapest 5, they take the 7th.
Yeah, and it was looking so good for Blink.
Insert again.
GXX. But
4 kills.
This guy... Well, I mean, I think that's the question we asked in the beginning, right? Corey being subbed out for Insert. Can he do the same things that Corey can? And honestly, right now,
yes,
he's doing one better.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Corey, I think he's a great player for a team like Budapest 5. He's been phenomenal in the tournaments we've seen him in so far. But Insert, this man is cracked. He's turned up all the way.
He's pretty good, isn't he? And Blinker Tech 9s now. His face is good. Aaron, he's good for 3. Just holds down mouse 1. It's a round that Blink have no chance in winning now. They had their slither of hope, the Tech 9s and armor. But Budapest 5, they shut down that hope in a clinical way. So 8 rounds now, 3 to the better of Blink.
You know, of course, Budapest 5, they can realize that the economy at this round is, of course, not good for Blink. But what I really like is Budapest 5, they're not playing scared, right? You're facing this huge opponent. For Budapest 5, Blink is a titan of a team, right? But they are willing to match the aggression. They're willing to look for these duels. They send Aaron up to mid time and time again to play aggressive. And look at Color aggressively peeking into ramp. And it works for them. Blink, they get a taste of their own medicine right now.
And that's their smoke on ramp. That worked out wonders for them. You know, a one-way on that angle as far as they're concerned. Not afraid to push and not afraid to try and get any info at all. And I think that's the one thing that makes a playstyle or a disadvantageous team like this work, is that what have they got to lose? They don't have much in terms of a fan base to. Well, you say that they've got a pretty solid fan base, but a game like this, a fan base wouldn't say, okay, well, we're the clear favorites. We won't be upset if we don't win. If you get me.
Yeah. I mean,
so, yeah, it's just incredible to see Budapest 5 just adapt as well.
Yeah, no, adapt as well for sure. Blink, they're not done yet. Still 50 seconds left on the clock, and they're getting into this A bomb site, and that's a nice pick-off. Insert, he had no idea. Con entirely left open, nobody looking towards it, and Aaron, he's forced out of ticket right now. GXX, to make matters even worse, finds a second, and that bomb down without any contest.
Yeah, Blink played contact. Budapest 5 weren't expecting it. And they had no utility anyway on the side of Blink. But one of the tells is, that they do like to throw this util early on. Nothing came out. Budapest 5, they thought they had a hang of mid, but able to walk up connectable Blink. So this is a round that they shouldn't have won. Just in terms of util. And now they're going to be hunted. The money isn't great on the side of Budapest 5 either. They have had to rebuy into a lot of these rounds and expend their money. So Budapest 5, when this bomb goes off, they're not going to have that great of an economy. And it's good that 3 players stay alive, because now they can drop insert as well. So
yeah, no real damage done yet, but if Blink win another round...
Well, it's the last round of the half now, so...
Oh, yeah, actually, true.
Scrap that. Our points are just... Never mind.
Mate. Good morning, mate. No, economy actually fine for Budapest 5, as you mentioned, last round of the half. They should definitely be in a solid state with this buy. They have their double up that they've been looking for every round and round again. But the biggest question is, can those ops secure them that last round?
Inter's blind in the middle, isn't he? He needs to get out of there. He does so. Retreats back to the stairs. Look at this. There could be an execute on the cards here. They want to try and split as well. They have left Synopsy over there to try and pick up the pieces of this one. But they contact out yet again. And they have all this space to work with. Budapest 5. Oh, it's risky giving that one up. But insert. This kid's insane. Look at him go. Oh. Look at him go. Yemful from top stairs finally silenced. So Saneri, 10 HP. He's got to be the one to aggress, the one to take this fight as Synopsy comes through from Connector. It doesn't even matter. 10 HP? No worries.
No, Saneri is just saying, okay, look, insert, I know you've come alive onto the server. You've been playing well, but
29.
Look, I can do the same. Yeah, it's... insert 20 and 9. Like, wait, let's say that again for good measure. Insert 20 and 9 against Blink, nonetheless. That is really impressive. This dude, sure, he got an ace on an eco, but it's an ace nevertheless. And he got a 4K afterwards on a full buy, solo hanging onto a side. This guy is matching the likes of Synopsy. He is matching the likes of Saneri, and he is one-upping them right now.
Yeah, he is. It's CT side, but still.
Yeah.
Even when Blink were taking Jules, he's able to win them out together against them. Insert's been able to just show himself individually as well, especially from stairs, just swinging out, able to get 2, 3 even. It's mental. So he is playing well. Whether he can carry this now onto the T side is a different matter, right? This is where Blink now, pardon the technical pause, this is where now they should be able to make this reset. They should be able to, if they win this pistol, they'll be set, surely. If they lose this next pistol round, it's starting to get the red light here for Blink. So Budapest 5, the ball is firmly in their court.
Yeah, no, they have to make this pistol happen, right? If they get this pistol, they're going into those double digits. Because surely if you win that pistol with the momentum you have from last round, then surely you can convert it onto that force that Blink is most likely going to take. Anyways, there's no real point in the current way that the economy works to actually go for that full save second round. And with the aggression that Blink usually assorts, the dominance that they like to get on these maps, especially on a map like Mirage, you're not even gonna debate a second round eco. So if Budapest 5 can take these first 2 rounds, reset Blink on that third round, take 3 rounds of their own, get to 11, then all of a sudden, I'm becoming a Budapest 5 fan, mate.
Yep, here comes the execute. They have to play a default on the CT side. They have no idea what this Budapest 5 squad is going to do, but it doesn't even matter. These USPs are incredible. Panflatro from Ninja can't do anything, but it's Aaron left alone in the 1v4. They're all going to surround him. Synopsy, what a round from him, a 4K. But, yeah. I mean, Blink could only really play a default there. Yeah, and they did. They have no idea what Budapest 5 are going to do, so it's the only safest thing to do.
Yeah, and, I mean, just throw everything out of the window I just said, mate. Budapest 5 unable to take that pistol. And that's a great buy for the side of Blink now. And they managed to equalize the score. And they'll probably get ahead of this one. Because it's only a couple of Tech 9s and Deagles. But of course, those Tech 9s, they'll go to B.
Yep. B rush, lads. Bring it out. Classic. We love to see it. But I think the util is just a bit too good. Maybe the weapons are a bit too good. Regan, he starts out with 2. Oh, the adjustment's clean as well. Scenari. Oh, well, never mind. It's just a mess, though. Regan manages to clear that album well. 4K from him. Whose turn is it next to get a 4K, guys? Get your votes out in the chat right now.
I mean, yeah, this is to be expected, right? It's a couple of Tech 9s, Deagles. Sure, they can do some damage. We've seen it before from Budapest 5. But at this point, Blink, I feel like they found themselves back a little bit. They're on CT side now as well. A bit more comfortable for them. And they are finally back in the lead. This mid push could be dangerous, though. Well, scrap that. The MP9 and the M4s, they are mowing the entirety of Budapest 5 down. A little bit of damage done as a consolation for Budapest 5, which does result in some money in the bank. And if you use the code Malta 21, then you can get a €100 deposit bonus into your bank as well to use on teb.gg/bet100.
Yeah, make sure you're 18 and over as well. And yeah, make sure you gamble responsibly as well. Blink, they're looking on point now, and I think the one thing is when you don't know anything about your opponent's T side, or your opponent's CT side and how they play, I think going into this CT side for Blink, they have the upper hand now, because I would favour them really in these duels, and I would favour them in the adaptation. But here comes just the standard B rush again. There's nothing really from Budapest 5 that screams we know exactly how to counter Blink right now, but maybe the weapons do that. But it's not to be. It's a 1v3 rather, and Fleeve starts out nice with 1. Blind headshot onto Regan, and now jumps over. They double peek. Blink, 3 for the better. This is looking good now for their CT side.
Yeah, no, definitely looking good for them. And again, Budapest 5, not looking too great. They get put on the back foot now. Blink, they feel more comfortable on CT, you can definitely tell. And they're managing to hold on to these sides quite well as well. I feel like Budapest 5, they have to slow things down a little bit. So far, all they've done is rush out into these sides, straight in the arms of Blink. But Blink, they are the masters of explosion. They are the masters of aggression. If there is any team that knows what counters aggression, it is Blink. Because they are being faced with it every time.
It comes again. The B-Rush comes out again. And they just run a rinse and repeat of the exact same round on the CT side they did before, throughout these nades, throughout everything. And it's not even an answer here for Budapest 5. And I think the one thing as well is that they're just rushing into these sides, as you pointed out. They're not able to figure out a good default round here. And now they're going to have to try and figure out a default round a few rounds down. That's not something you want to be doing.
No, they have to figure out the rest of the assignments right now of Blink, because all they know pretty much is their assignments towards that B, possibly mid. But I like to see Budapest 5 go for this mid control. Set up a potential split and leave Blink guessing as to what's going on. And it feels like this time around, they're finally listening and they're doing it.
They've heard you. And they double push out into Honflatro, but it doesn't even matter. It's just too good. And everyone's caught off guard on the side of Budapest 5. You'd think Blink had the worst hand here. And they somehow get 5 rounds and an advantage, and they're 13th.
Well, I'll give the credits for Budapest 5
for trying something different.
Yeah, exactly. Like now it comes to execution, right? Win out on those aim duels.
One step at a time.
Well, one step at a time. Baby steps. Small baby steps for them. I mean, to be fair, they've gotten 8 rounds already against Blink. That's a win already in my books for a team like Budapest 5. Anything they can get on top of this is a bonus and a great showing by them. But right now, they really have to show us something more, because this was the closest attempt, in my eyes, that they've gotten so far on their T half. And it was even far from being a conversion into a round, because they just got clean sweeps.
Yeah, I completely agree. And the thing with Budapest 5 on their CZ side, they did so well because they played this disrespectful playstyle. You know, they were just taking the fights they wanted to. And now all of a sudden, Blink have this answer. They're in the driver's seat. Budapest 5, they look nervous. And Synopsys just started out with one more as well. They're able to get maybe the straight through the smoke. They do. Spot it out. But now here's where the adjustment for Budapest 5 needs to happen, and it doesn't do so well. And now look at this. Aaron's in jungle. He's managed to find one. Regan's made a load of noise, and whether his head pops over, this could be a different matter. Flash goes straight past the Blink player, but Aaron's just working well here. Another number advantage for the Budapest 5. Snopsy comes in through ramp. And whether they expect this is a different matter, because they haven't actually killed anything through A. So they're going to have to be wary of this position. And Synopsy can't win out his duel. Budapest 5, now they're looking good.
Yeah, and this is finally what we wanted to see from Budapest 5. Slow things down. You've just filled so many rounds in a row where you try to play over-aggressive, where you were disrespecting Blink, where you were fighting an aggressive, explosive team with aggression and explosion. Again, there is no worse team to do that to than a team like Blink. Because they are the masters of aggression. They are the masters of explosion. They like this playstyle a lot, and they try to execute it a lot. They know what counters them, so they know how to counter you if you try and match them in that playstyle. This time around, Budapest 5, they take their time. They try and set things up a bit more slow and controlled. And suddenly you see that they are able to convert it into a round. Blink, they've got hit in the head by that. They suddenly realize, hey, they've changed things up. What was different this time? What went wrong for us? How were they able to get this round? And honestly, we have to give credit to, again, Insert. He actually expected Synopsy coming from ramp and was holding it, giving all the safety to his team to actually plant that bomb down and get onto that side. And wins out on the duel as well to make matters even worse for Blink.
Here comes the mid-aggression. Regan, oh, he spotted one short, let him by. This is so cool because the AWP was caught off guard. He says to his teammate, well, where on earth was that hold? And now MSN has position. Regan wants to retake this. It's all about timing here. The B split. Now it can't come through. All of these 3 remaining players have to come from apps, and Scenari's going to hold down the line. Not before his teammate's dead to rights, but this M4, only good for 1. Insert yet again. He's done it. He's got themselves onto this B bomb site. He's carrying Budapest 5 in his back right now. But a 3v2. Disadvantage in numbers in this retake here, but make it a 2v2. Make it even, because Synopsy oversteps the mark through the grey screen. And now he's caught off at Edward. Has to play around this pillar, and does so, but it's not to his favour. And now Insert. He's been massive here. 40 HP pretty much to work with. One smoke that's gone through. And trying to go through window is the AWP. It's not going to work, and now the HP advantage in his favour. Oh, it's a bit messy. Nade, it doesn't go out in the right spot, but there's no time. There is no time for Blink to try and do this. Insert has done a 1v2. He has carried Budapest 5 to this 10th.
And he manages to get away with the AWP as well.
Wow.
30 to his name already. And we're
MSN and Fleet haven't even got a kill on this half.
Yeah. It's insane. This man, like, I'll repeat it again. We were wondering, can he match Corey? He's been subbed in for Corey, one of the consistent, stable players that Budapest 5 rely on. Well, scrap that. Who's Corey? Insert. He's the guy to do it.
Corey is no longer in the house.
Well, that's an understatement after this showing from
Yeah.
Insert, mate. This guy has been on fire. I don't know what this guy has in his veins, or whether he's just flying on the Red Bulls, but he is flying through the likes of Blink right now.
Insert loves these 10 a.m. games. I don't. I'm very tired. But we're here. We're living life. And I think Blink, they are a bit... you'd probably bring... The mood in the camp might be a little bit down now. You're concerned about how you're losing these rounds to individuals. So you've got to figure out how to shut these players down. And look, an A-split's going to come through again. You've got Insert in mid, again, ready to come up con. You've got smokes from the CT to allow him to do so. You've got Synopsy holding the line, however, but it is a retake position play on the side of Blink on the A-bomb side.
Yeah, I mean, again, the A-bomb side, it's fine to give it over, right? They're pretty much playing the Astralis setup, Astralis default.
Oh.
But that is what they need over Blink.
Yeah, the piece of the puzzle that they need is shut down, and now they've just got to do their magic on the A-bomb site. That's a nice adjustment from GX with the AWP. Oh, it's even better. Regon finishes it. I thought that was Synopsy. But Blink, okay, they answer back. They've adjusted to the slow play style of Budapest 5 that they've shown in the past couple of rounds. Blink, they're back.
Yeah, no, like... Okay, well, that one caught me off by surprise a little bit. That went over so quickly for Blink. No, I'm a bit flustered because the individual skill level, for sure, really coming up huge there. It's showing, but Blink, they had a read on it, right? Budapest 5, they've played slow a couple of rounds in a row. Blink, they're starting to figure them out. And this is the time where Budapest 5, they have to change it up again. But only 2 rounds for Blink to take this one home. Do they have enough room to actually try and change things up and catch them off guard again? Well, I think the answer is no. As Regon, he finds 2. Unable to find a second, but Fliev is there. GX6 will be able to take revenge on his teammate, and the Deagle of Aaron has to do it, but he's unable to find the headshots, and Blink, they're on match point.
Yeah, they perfectly in the 2 rounds, rounds 2 prior, sorry. They completely shut down the economy of Budapest 5. You know, it was either do we save this, you know, and have a good buy going into the try and get overtime, or do we have 2 bad buys in the final 2 rounds that we now expect, and they've gone for the latter. Yeah. Budapest 5, they don't have the greatest of buys here, hardly any user to work with, and they've tried to shut off the AWP of GX. Oh, that was close.
Yeah,
they nearly didn't do that, but what they want to. And no, it's just mid. Juan Fletcher is going to hold this line down. And so is the M4. Regon, he's trying to shut this one down. Taps down onto the lone Deagle player. It's Aaron left to find. Well, no more. It's 16-10 to Blink on the first map.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, we've expected Blink to take this map. But what I did not expect is Budapest 5 being able to take 10 rounds away from them, and this match being so close. Like, regardless of Hick of Budapest does too, we are ready for some action.
Well, after a good 5 minutes of Phil, thank you for that. We're here. The odds not looking so good in the favour of Budapest 5, and I think you could sort of expect that of how the last map ended. And well, look at this. We love a good bit of rush B on the side of Budapest 5. They've done it on Mirage so many times before, and now they're doing it here. And GXX running with the 1-tap. They're all just lining up in tunnels. He could jump up, tap them down if he wants to, and he does so, but no shots hit. Now they readjust on the side of Budapest 5. Oh, look at this.
Oh, the rotation cut off. Juan, not able to get it.
A 2v4. That's what we end up with. And look at Synopsy. He's pushed aggressive. Now he wants more info, and he gets it in favour. Not of him. Oh, knife. Oh, get the knife out. Come on, don't disrespect this Synopsy, Aaron. He's been mugged off. That's awkward.
I mean, A for effort.
Yeah.
B minus for execution.
Yeah.
I think there's no other way, but I mean that whole exchange just that whole exchange just felt awkward. I haven't seen that much shots miss, unless it was actually me trying to play FaZe back in the days. But yeah, Blink, they get away with their first on CT.
They get away with it. That's the phrase you could use. They get away with it. Budapest 5. Yeah, okay, they had some troubles trying to enter towards B, but they read the Blink just aggressed everywhere that they weren't. But that was clever. I mean, Synopsy, as soon as they left B apps, he was up there. He was trying to get in their face. Bit too much, bit too close and personal from Aaron, and he's taken down again. It's just going to be a mess in mid here. I don't think they can do anything on the side of Budapest 5 here. And Blink, yeah, flawless around here.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's as close to flawless as you can get. The retraits are there. The positioning is there. Budapest 5, they're not giving any room in these early 3 rounds. They're now on an eco. And Blink, they should surely take this 3-0 lead here. And a couple of MP9s, M4s to just mow them down on this pistol. Unless that B rush can actually get some ground into this series. But look at Scenario, he's already pushed up with the MP9. That's the mowdown coming out. 3 rapid succession. And Juan Flutter has found one as well. The USP takes him down to 4 as GXX finishes him off. Blink, another clean round in their books.
And look at, because they've been surviving with so many in the past couple of rounds, and Scenarios just absolutely farmed cash here. Look at the economy. They're good for the next 2 rounds, even if Budapest 5 win these. So yeah, that's really good. Good from Blink, just getting these SMGs to work really well. But now here we come to the nitty gritty of this. Here's the gun round. Here's Budapest 5 showing the exact same default again that they have done for the past 3 rounds. They're going full towards B.
Yeah, and Blink, they have to read on this. Look at this aggressive push up to tunnels. But Budapest
it doesn't
5,
work.
they're expecting it.
It doesn't work, and now they can press the accelerator pedal straight into the clutches of Juan Flatro, and he starts off with 1. They don't expect him to be that close straight away, but with 3, he leads Synopsy in a doable situation of a 1v2, and they're so split apart, the bomb's dropped. Aaron versus Synopsy, the grudge match for the past few rounds here. Oh, when he reads him well, the spray's good. Juan Flatro wins that round single-handedly here for the side of Blink, in my opinion. That is perfect.
Mate, that's what just happened. Like, Budapest 5, they had a perfect read. Like, let's give credit where credit is due.
Look at this.
They realized. Yeah, okay, let's just watch this first, because this is just perfect. The headshots all found in rapid succession. The taps, they're beautiful. But Budapest 5, they had such a good read on the aggressive push of Blink into tunnels. They immediately capitalize on that. Find 3, they push into the side, but okay, here we go. Go on,
It's
Son.
DM.
3 already.
It's DM for this bloke. Oh, Juan Flatro steals away his kills. And Budapest 5, all 5 full. Wow. Okay then. Blink, they're looking good. I mean, to be fair, that's an eco. What do you expect? I'm just going to get run over. Synopsy 7-0. He's yet to die. That's cool.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, Budapest 5, they have somewhat of an idea of how Blink are playing, but the individual skill level and the ability for every single player on the side of Blink to step up and do it for their team is so big. Aaron gets caught off guard, but not before Fleev gets a trade of his own.
Yep. They had this trade initially, and now it looks like Blink want to get aggressive. Oh, Synopsy's just gone all the way through long doors. This is going to catch them off guard. Now, there is a player suicide. This is going to be an awkward meet, and GX has the angle held with the AWP, and there we go. The second one taken down. It's just clean. It's precise. MSN shuts him down. But he's got no team to play around now. It's a 1v3.
Yeah, MSN, it's not looking too good for him. GXX holding that angle as well onto him right now. Oh, the op shot actually misses. MSN getting a bit more footing and ground into this. Decides not to go for it.
Yeah. You'd expect MSN, like the social media platform, to be shut down straight away.
Nice one, mate.
Thank you. I just noticed that one. I thought I'd get it in there before someone else did.
But yeah.
Yeah, there we go. He's gone.
Yeah, he's just shut down. Doesn't get to be as annoying as those little buzzers. He doesn't get any buzz of his own by taking out a couple of the members of Blink. But speaking of a little buzz, you can maybe find yourself a little buzz by going over to teb.gg/bet100. You can get a deposit bonus up to €100. And I mean, if you put that into the right team, then you can definitely get a buzz out of winning that money. right now. It's Blink, though, that are winning this out. And with
Wow.
Synopsy opening things up, Budapest 5 are already on the back foot, only 20 seconds in.
These past 7 rounds, they haven't got an opening. It's just been all in the favour of Blink, and then that's telling right now for the CT side of Dust too. I mean, Blink, they're just all in the face of Budapest 5. This is disrespect at this point. These flashes come through, sprays are good on either side, but it's Flatro to make ends meet on the other side of the map. And well, as they try to retake long, it's not to be. The Galil spray's okay for inserts first. And he's 1-7 right now. This isn't the performance we saw from him last map. Synopsy's 11-2. He's taking the reins on this one.
Yeah, no, I mean, the biggest question was, can Insert continue his momentum into this map after having an incredible dominant performance on Mirage? Despite losing that map, he dropped a 30 bomb against Blink. But right now, it's actually MSN that's doing the most work on their lineup, who has been the most underperforming on Mirage. But he's unable to match what Insert was doing. And yeah, Budapest 5, they're struggling right now. The only round that went well for them was B Tunnels, where Blink played really aggressive into them, and they had the read on it. It's you and Flutter to shut things down again.
Yeah, he just wanted to come through as well. GX could take a pop shot through the wall, and he does. Not much damage though. Scenario knows there's one towards B Tunnels, caught in the smoke. Is Aaron, and caught with the bullet to the head is Fleeve. So, this is looking like a clear 8 for the side of Blink. Nice little adjustment as Aaron comes through the grey screen, and MSN's blind to rights. There we go then. Round number 8 for Blink. This looks like a fast one.
Yeah, no, MSN just full dabbing there to finish things off. And Budapest 5, they are really, really struggling right now to get into this. Finally, the AWP is there for Fleev now. They do have that full buy, and I mean, after 8 rounds, you kind of expect them to be able to have an answer. They've had so much information on how Blink plays this setup on the CT side now. You've had 8 rounds to get this out and to figure a way to deal with this lineup of Blink. And this time around, Budapest 5, they do seem to change things up a little bit. They're taking it a bit slower, and I like this because this is what worked for them on Mirage.
Yeah, they're able to get down mid freely. That's one bit of info they need. The one bit of disadvantage they don't need, however, is one man down. Aaron provides them with that. So they've got mid control, or lower mid control here. If they can get through towards CT, this might be the perfect play for them to try and get some position. But GX has this line held. There's only 2 smokes now on the side of Budapest 5. One of them is on a player all the way up mid. That's Fleeve to hold the line down. If someone gets aggressive, well, they're going to be dead. And Juan Flatro, he just caused the perfect time for this. So this is interesting now. If he comes through thick and fast, this is all but over. There's 2 players over towards A for Blink to try and stop this one. This could get messy.
They still have to deal with GXX as well. He's scoped in, and he does find Insert. Juan Flatro tries to get in there on the flank, but Budapest 5, they have to read on it. Scenario still in Goose to shut things down. And Budapest 5, this was their opportunity. This was their chance, but it's just not working out for them.
Yep. I mean, timing, it's a game of timings. Juan Flatro decides to push out as soon as he's not being watched by the scope. So what can you do on the side of Budapest 5? I mean, they had those 2 smokes there. One of them was up towards mid. It was dangerous because at that point they could only go to an execute. They couldn't gain any more position than they already had in terms of utility-wise. So Budapest 5, they now have a buy where there's only 2 smokes again. They have to go for a set execute. And well, this boost caught off guard. Regon down to 74. So not much damage really there done. But yet again, it's Aaron to go down first. They're giving away these advantages on the side of Budapest 5. And here comes the short aggression as well. Color a bit further from the flash than Juan Flatcher already expected. Synopsy. Oh, that's a tell. That's a dead giveaway. The scout, Fleeve doesn't hit. And there they are. They line up.
Oh.
That's beautiful. And there's even going to be 2 more to line up as well, but MSN gets the better of Scenari. And GX can just aggress and hold the line. Misses the flick, needs to get out of there. Got a teammate to back him up to do so. They have the bomb control on short as well, but no idea where these last remaining Ts are.
And that could be the saving grace here for Budapest 5. That's a lot of information though, and Synopsy up a lot more aggressive than Insert has expected. That means MSN, they already knew his position, he's given it away. Easy to clean up. Budapest 5, they're down 10 rounds, haven't managed to find a single round yet, And finally, this is the time where they're calling a timeout. And they're like, hey guys, maybe we need to take a moment.
Hey guys, something's not going right now.
Yeah.
Did you notice?
I mean, if it takes you 10 rounds to figure that one out, then I think there is a little bit more going wrong than just your CS playing right now. But yeah, finally, the timeout goes through. This does take a little bit out of the momentum of Blink, but I think it's also a bit too late for that. Blink, they are so comfortable in this matchup right now. They haven't had any real challenge from Budapest 5. They've only come close to getting around twice, which was their tunnels push, where Juan Flatrue just shut it down entirely with a beautiful 3K. And not the last round, but the round before that on the A push. But again, they get their foot into sight just barely, like one step in, and the moment that step goes into that sight, suddenly the entirety of Budapest 5 is just swiped off of the map entirely. And yeah, what do you do as Budapest 5 right now, really? Cry in the corner?
Try and get at least one opening instead of giving it all away. I think Blink are doing a good job of shutting down Budapest 5's initial conquest for position.
Honestly,
you can see it by how the fights have been taken down mid. GX or Regon, they always have a kill to their name to start of the round.
Yeah, and I think if Budapest 5 look for an aggressive mid play, deal with that op, set a double flash onto that op player, catch him off guard and double door, set up a B split by smoking off CT, because that B side, once you have that in control, it's really hard to retake for Blink. So that would be your best bet.
I don't like how they're trying to brute force their way into these rounds as well. I mean, they have one lone AK. They could have taken a save round on this one. They could have taken extra time on the save to talk this one through as well. You know, because now they're staring at the deficit of, well, we're going to go even further down. We're going to go 12 rounds down if we lose this. Because the economy just isn't there. They haven't been able to take a couple of rounds just to eco this one out, just to build a little bit of bank to have to give themselves one round deficit. And now they're going to try and push up towards short. JX drops the molly. It just shuts down that push immediately. The Budapest 5, they're not playing to their strengths of aggression. They're slowed down. They're getting themselves into the point where, well, Blink just know where we are.
Yeah, they're giving all this information away for free by trying to force themselves into a side. Aaron, that's a good chance, but the shots miss. Instead, it's Regon again on that op to find the first, and he gets the second, and the third one will present itself as well. Aaron pushing up aggressively, he's low with the deagle. It does some damage together with Fleeve. This is the entry they need, but it's only insert left.
Fleeve TK'd. Oh, that's a mess. It looked like for a moment that, you know, Regon was overwhelmed, but they kept themselves stuck in mid. They looked to be scared of Regan's AWP. You know, there was no room for that then B tunnels player to come through and try and get something on the B bomb site.
I mean, let's be fair. Regan is scary on that AWP, but you have
He's
to
pretty
fight
good,
him head on. And they're just giving him
all
all the time.
Yeah, they gave him way too much space there.
Yeah. Just fall back, go for a reload, re-peek, fall back, go for a reload, re-peek, repeat this over and over. And he's just sequencing his kills for free.
It's fast B. GX, oh, these ults are just potent. There needs to be a trade instantly. Maybe the bomb can go down, but it's not even crossed yet. That deagle's beautiful, even further. He's just pushing on. Oh, the last deagle shot doesn't connect. What a clip that would have been, but I think he did enough already. Blink. They are absolutely all over Budapest 5 right now. This is pivotal, really. This is incredible.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna adjust my view on this game. Honestly, for me, it's a win when Budapest 5 managed to take one round at this point, because Blink, holy smokes, 12 rounds in a row without any contest from Budapest 5.
I've never commentated a 16-0 before.
Same, actually. That would be a first.
Oh, they've got an opening kill in their favor. This is Budapest side need to move fast on this one because the A side is pretty much open for business right now.
They didn't spot Juan Flatrue though.
He's let them all past, yeah. Oh, that flash slows them down too, and now they know they're in an elevated position for the CT side. Flatrue, he could be the game changer here. Scenario starts off with one. The smokes are missing as well on the side of Budapest 5. It's all flustered. And here comes the man of the hour. Takes down one from behind, the second two, the third just shy. Bullets go a miss. MSN, he's got one for his name, maybe the second as well, but as soon as he runs out of bullets, Regal can swing through. Wait a minute. GX saves the day for the side of Team Blink. Budapest 5, that was their best chance in a very long time to win that round. And well, Juan Fletcher from behind, he did it all.
Yeah, and I mean, that was the opening pick that they needed. And this time around, Aaron, instead of giving away that opening pick, he's actually the one to do it for Budapest 5. But can we go back to that crazy flank and that patience from Juan Fletcher, realizing if I just let them pass, if I do not contest and show myself at all, I will be able to flank them on that long position, which gives him such a more advantageous position than he would have if he engaged right away into those double doors. Those close quarters won't really give him the room to line them up and to pick them off one by one. And MSN, he gets picked off first this round.
Yep. Aaron's got a good deagle kill, but it still trades in the favour of the CT. That's a nice flick before taken down. But this is it. Oh, Regan's going for the no-scope as well. This is painful.
They're just toying with their food right now.
Yeah, this, I mean, what else can you do? Just wait for your teammate to come behind. One Fletcher, the master of the flank right now. Blink of 14 up.
I mean, yeah, Blink, they are really, really, really ready to just take Budapest 5 out and take this series home. Like, it's been 18 minutes since we started this match. 18 minutes. Let that one sink in. 14 rounds, 18 minutes. Most of these rounds haven't even gone past a minute, and we've had 2 timeouts as well.
Synopsy, it could be in danger here. His spray needs to hit, and that's a really late trade as far as position goes. But still, they trade it out. That's the main thing. They don't allow Synopsy to get any more. So his 18 kills are going to stay the same for this round now. And they have long control here on the side of Budapest 5. They've got 2 Sonics to work with. They have to go out towards CT, and they can't miss this time.
Come on, get at least 1 round in Budapest 5. I'm begging you. Give us some sign of life.
Oh. Here's a bit of life on the side of long. And now they start to re-show themselves, reappear from the mist, and there's a gap in that smoke. And Regan's got it. Yeah, it's just an old fest here. No hope without a scope. The Budapest 5, they really do have no hope right now. GX just decides to play around whatever he can. 15-0 at the half here for Blink. This could be what's the record for the fastest map on HLTV? This might break it, you know?
It could very well be. I mean, Blink, they are just dominating right now. And that is dominating with a capital DOMINATYNG. Like,
they've got caps locks on, mate. They've got it all on.
This is just Budapest 5. They're crying in the corner right now, and I would have really loved them to do something on this map. It's their own map pick. They gave us a great showing on Mirage. And we actually believed for a moment that we had a chance. But it's going all to waste. Juan Fletcher is an Harry. They've opened things up, and MSN, he's trying to respond, but he can't find the shots.
It's a 4v2, sorry. I can't even get the numbers out. It's going to be a 16 unless MSN can do something about it. He's got 1, but now they know where he is, and they're going to try and surround. Synopsy on low HP. This could be the best thing that might happen to them. MSN, he can do this one. Regan doesn't want to peek now. They were getting overconfident a bit. And now the bomb goes down over towards B, and this is just the nail in the coffin. The coffin that has been nailed to pieces from the side of Budapest 5, and they're going to boost. They know where he is. They don't spot it. There's a 16-0. Welcome to the club, Blink, baby. Here we go. 16-0. Budapest 5. Not a single thing to add.